Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm doing an eyeshadow makeup tutorial using this new Maybelline The City Mini Palette in Cool Brunch Neutrals, which just has really pretty like taupey purple cool toned eyeshadows in it. I picked this one up and this other City Mini palette up recently, and today is the first day that I used this palette, so this is kind of like a first impression. But if you guys would like to see how to do this makeup tutorial, just keep on watching and I'm going to go ahead and get into the tutorial. I'm going to first fill in my brows and then I'm going to do my eyes. I just want to do like my eye makeup first and then do my foundation today. Just because I want like a really crisp edge on my eyeshadow and I'm going to use shadow shields and stuff like that. So first I'm just going to fill in my brows with the NYX Micro Brow in Taupe. I've actually been filling in my brows a little lighter, just trying something a little different. So I'm just going to first go in with this. And this pencil in Taupe is a little lighter than soft brown, which is the color I normally use, or not soft brown, ash brown. But it's not really that much lighter. Like, it is lighter, but it doesn't look too light. And I've just really been into my brows being slightly lighter. And then I'm just going back with a little spoolie and just brushing through my brows. Then I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal Brow Stylist Prep and Shape Pro Kit. And this is in the shade light to medium. It's like the lighter one. And I'm just going to go in with the powder. And I'm just going to use this to kind of define my brows just slightly more. And this will kind of darken them up just a little more. But I mainly like using this here just on the underneath side and kind of out here on the tail, just to like make them that much more defined. And then I just kind of take whatever's left and just kind of flick it up through my brows. I need to like pluck my eyebrows so bad over here, but I'm probably just gonna be lazy and just leave it like that today. Okay, and then I'm gonna try one of two brow products. I bought the new Benefit Gimme Brows for my makeup kit. Like, I bought all the shades, which I think they have 1, 3, and 5. So I bought all the shades, like I said, for my makeup kit. So I'm kind of debating which one I want to use today. I know that this one here, which is the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper, this is the light to medium shade. It's a little bit more like warmer toned, and this is more like cool toned, the Benefit one. So I'm just gonna see which one I like better on my brows today. So first I'm just gonna go in with the L'Oreal one, and if I like the way this L'Oreal one looks, then I'm not gonna go in with the Benefit one, but we'll just see. I think I do like this today, so I'm just gonna use the L'Oreal Brow Plumper. And my air just clicked on, so I might have to turn that off because it might be kind of loud in the video. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and put down some shadow shields. And I'll link down below where you can get shadow shields, but I know that you can get them at Walmart. You can get them on shadowshields.com, or you can find them on Amazon. So I'm just gonna place it just slightly underneath, like leave this a little bit free, and then you want to take it up to your brow. So I'm just going in with my Maybelline Brow Precise Perfecting Highlighter, and this is in the shade Light. And I'm just using this as my brow bone highlight and also as my eyeshadow primer. I'm just going to put it down all over my lids and then I'll go back and blend it out. And then I'm just going in with the Precision Round P82 Sigmax little brush to blend this out. So like I told you guys in the intro, I'm just going to go in with this Maybelline The City Mini Palette, and this is in Chill Brunch Neutrals, which is kind of like cool mauve tones. Okay, so that's what it looks like outside of that little package. I like the size of it. It's like a good size. And I also like how it doesn't come with like a little sponge. So first I'm going to go in with this top shade right here and use that as my brow bone highlight. I'm just using my Sigma E70 brush. And I'm just going to brush this here underneath my brow. These eyeshadows do look fairly powdery, but they seem to apply, or at least this shade seems to apply okay. Okay, next I'm going to go in with this shade here and the Sigma E25 blending brush. And I'm just going to brush that color here in the crease. Yeah, it's very pigmented and it seems really easy to blend out. It's a nice mauve. I do like this color. And then I'm going to kind of take a little bit of it here on the lower lash line, just kind of blending that out. And then I'm just going in with my E55 shading brush by Sigma, packing that color on the brush. And then I'm just going to pat this color on the lid. Yeah, this is a pretty color. It is a little darker than what I thought it was going to be, but it looks good. And you can see like the little shimmers. I don't know if you can really see them on camera or not. And actually I'm just going to pat this all over the lid, take it all the way over. So yeah, I'm just using patting, just patting motions to pat that on the eyelid, not swiping. I do feel like that's really pigmented. And I don't know if you can see the little sparkles, but it's pretty. Now I'm going to go in with this bottom like purple like maroon color and the Sigma pencil E30 brush. I guess it's more of like an eggplant kind of color. And I'm just going to work this in, whoa, that's really pigmented. I'm just going to work this here in the outer V, and then I'll go back and blend this out. I feel like this shade does have like a slight like shimmer in it. I'm going to run some here on the lower lash line too. And then I'm just going in with the pencil E30 brush, nothing added to it, or pencil, the E25 blending brush, nothing added to it, and just kind of blending that out. I feel like that shade blended out really nicely. Yeah, so far I'm really enjoying this little palette. I feel like the colors are really pretty in it. I'm so interested to try out this other one now. This is in Rooftop Bronzes. I feel like this is really pretty. I wish that it had some matte colors in that one because I don't think it does. So I'm going to have to probably use some other color in my crease whenever I use that little palette. Then I'm just cleaning the E25 blending brush off with my Vera Mona color switch. I'll link down below where you can get one of these, but this just dry cleans your brush to get the eyeshadow off. So you can use like a different color. And then I'm going to go back with this color here, which we used in the crease. Just get a little bit here on the E25 blending brush. And then I'm just going to lightly go over the crease again just to make sure it's really blended. Kind of take it down here. And then I'm going to go back with the lid shade on the E55 shading brush and just touch that color up just to make sure it's really intense. And then I'm just going to go back with a little bit more brow gel just to touch up my brows because I think I got a little bit of eyeshadow in my brows. Okay, then I'm just going in with the L'Oreal Lacquer liner in Blackest Black. And this is just a gel liner. And I'm going to use this on my upper lash line for my liner. And I'm using the Wet n Wild angled brush to apply this. And if you have a hard time doing winged eyeliner, these shadow shields will make it foolproof. So easy. I'm not going to do like a super dramatic wing, just a little one. And just draw it back. And you'll see once I take off these shadow shields like how perfect the line will be. I'm going to take just a little bit of this down here and I'll blend that out here in a second. Okay, and then like whenever you take this off, as you can see, it makes just like a perfect line. It's so great for wing liner. Okay, and then today for my mascara, I'm gonna go in with this CoverGirl Total Tease mascara. I've only used this like one other time, so I wanna see like how good it is. I feel like the first time I used it, I wasn't like crazy about it, so I'm gonna try to use it again and see if I like it any better. Now I'm going to go ahead and move on with my foundation and my face makeup. I did get a little bit of mascara on my eyelid, but I'm going to let that dry and then I'm going to flake it off. I still don't think I'm like a big fan of this mascara. I don't know, I just don't really feel like it does much for me. You guys will have to let me know if you all have used this and if you like it or not. I don't know, maybe I just need to let it dry out a little more. I'm gonna go in with my sunscreen and I kind of use this as my primer as well. This is the Biore UV Aqua Rich Watery Essence in SPF 50+. And I told you guys about this in my June favorites, but it's such a great sunscreen to use under foundation. Like, it doesn't feel like a normal sunscreen at all. It's like a primer. I just really love it. You can only get it like in Japan. And I got it online at Amazon. So I'll link down below where you can get it if you are interested in this. But it's just like the perfect sunscreen for wearing under foundation. Or just like on its own. Like, it's just so nice. It doesn't feel greasy or heavy, and it just soaks into the skin really nice. For my foundation today, I'm just using my L'Oreal True Match Healthy Luminous Makeup. It's been a while since I've used this, but this is one of my all-time favorite like luminous makeups, and this is in the shade Soft Ivory Classic Ivory, which is in 1-2. And I'm just going to do a couple of pumps of this on the back of my hand. And then I'm just going to dot this on my face. And I'm going to use my dampened Real Technique sponge to blend this foundation in. I have been using a couple of other foundations which I have pretty much used up. My one foundation that I've been using a lot and have been loving is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea, which I'm just about out of that foundation, but it's over at my boyfriend's house. It's over at Josh's house, so I probably would have used that foundation today because I have just a little bit more I need to use up, but it's over at his place. So, and this foundation is really comparable to that Tarte foundation, so it's just a really pretty, just luminous, healthy looking makeup. Take some up here on my forehead. I've also been using the, or trying to finish up, which I pretty much have finished this up. I don't know if I can really scrape much more out of it. This is the Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum. I love that foundation. It's also another great like luminous makeup. I need to like order another one of those, but I just have so many foundations in my collection. I'm trying to just like use up what I have before I like purchase more. And you guys know, like, I'm always testing out new stuff, so I don't know. I'll just have to put that on my list as a foundation to pick up whenever I do run out of foundations. For my under eye concealer, I'm just going in with my Rimmel Wake Me Up Concealer. And I think this is in the shade, like, Ivory. I don't know. It's, like, worn off. I've been trying to use this up. I've had this for a while now and I'd forgotten about it, but I busted it back out like a couple months ago and I've been trying to use it up. Like I actually got this in a makeup swap like several years ago. And I know that like here in the States, it's hard to find or to get this. So if you don't have this, the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Concealer is really comparable to this. So I'm just using like the opposite end of my Real Technique sponge to blend that in, and I'm kind of taking it right up here where I had that just kind of under eye, like where I had that eyeshadow on my lower lash line, which I'll go and like blend that out here in a second. But I feel like my eye makeup looks so much better now that I have my foundation and concealer on. It's like so hard to really tell what things are gonna look like until you get that on. But I just really wanted like a sharp edge with my eyeshadow, and I just wanted to show you guys how those shadow shields just give you just like the perfect, will help you get like the perfect wing liner if you're not very skilled with it, which I did show you guys that in my classic bridal makeup tutorial. So, but I just wanted to show it to you guys again. Now I'm just gonna set everything with my L'Oreal True Match powder in Soft Ivory. And I'm just using my e.l.f. powder brush with this powder. And here on my lower lash line, I'm just gonna go in with this Real Techniques detailer brush and just kind of smudge that out a little bit so it doesn't look, I don't know, it was looking kind of not very blended after I put my concealer on. So I'm just gonna kind of blend that out. Okay, and now I'm gonna see if I can flake off this mascara that got up here in my eyeshadow. Okay. And then I'm gonna go in with my Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara, and I'm just gonna use this here on my lower lashes. I just really like this mascara on my lower lash line because it does not smudge, and you can get all of your lower lashes because the brush is so tiny. Been forever since I've used this bronzer, but this is the Hoola bronzer by Benefit, and I'm gonna go in with a little bit of this today. And I'm just using the little brush that came with this. And I'm just kind of buffing that up on my cheekbone, or not my cheekbones, but brushing that like kind of here in the hollows of my cheeks and kind of brushing it up. I actually do really like this little brush that comes with the Benefit Hoola bronzer. Works really good. I think I put a little bit too much down on that side. I'm just gonna go in with this buffing brush by Real Techniques and just kind of buff that out. And then I'm going to try to get some of it here on this Real Techniques powder brush. It's the only bad thing about these box blushes and bronzers from Benefit. It's kind of hard to get in there with larger brushes. And then I'm just going to brush this up here in my temples. I feel like I said that weird. And just kind of buffing it out. Just in the areas where, you know, the sun would naturally bronze up your face. Yeah, I'm sorry if I seem kind of down today. I don't know. I feel like I just don't feel all that great. I guess because I feel like I'm getting a cold. I don't know. I just have a lot of drainage and just not feeling my best. And then I'm going to take a little bit more of this bronzer on this buffing brush. And I'm going to kind of use this as my blush today. I really haven't been using a lot of blush recently. I've just been using like bronzer kind of as my blush. And I've just been really enjoying that. So, and then I'm just kind of blending that out a little bit. And then for my highlight, I'm going to go in with the Mary Luminizer. And I'm just using the Real Techniques contour brush. Been loving this brush for highlighters. Works so good. I'm just kind of using like little swirly buffing motions to buff that onto the cheekbones and kind of right up here on the temples. Such a beautiful highlight, so pretty. And then I'm just gonna take a little bit here on the tip of my nose and kind of like right here on my Cupid's bow. And then for my lips, I'm gonna line them with my Lancome Ideal Lip Liner first. And then just kind of smush my lips together and then use this little brush on the opposite end to blend it. And then for my lipstick, I'm going to use this Burt's Bees Lip Shimmer. And this is in the color Caramel. I picked this up recently and I've really been enjoying it. I think it's so pretty. And it kind of has like a minty tingle to it. I don't know. I just really like it. I think it's such a pretty color too. But it kind of gives you like that lip plumper tingle, but not as intense as a lot of lip plumpers out there. It just feels really nice and like refreshing on your lips. Actually, I totally forgot. I should have like misted my face before I took those clips out, but I'm just gonna mist my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. Just because it feels kind of humid today, like it's gonna be raining and I just want my makeup to really last. Sometimes this L'Oreal True Match Lumi doesn't do the best in like really humid conditions. So I'm just gonna mist this on. So that is this makeup look completed. I hope that you guys did enjoy this tutorial. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more looks with this, please let me know down in the comments. And also, if you would like to see some looks with this one, let me know. I know I'm definitely gonna film at least one tutorial with this. And yeah, so I will see you guys in my next video, and I hope you all are having a great day, a great week, and thanks so much for watching and thanks so much for subscribing. If you guys would, like, make sure that you hit the little notification button, the little bell here on my channel, because since I'm not posting every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday now, like I'm kind of just posting sporadically, just click on that so you'll get notifications of when I do post videos. So yeah, but I hope that you guys have a great day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye-bye.